and welcome to my channel, and today I'm back building my series of what if Disney princess, the cute little pretty Disney princess that we all know and love. What if they were creatures of the night? They were members of the occult, monsters. What would their houses look like? So I'm back building and I started this series with Snow White, and then I went through every single Disney princess according to when the movie came out, and so that means I'm up to Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And so as I was coming up with this idea, trying to go through every single Disney princess, trying to figure out who is going to be what kind of creature, what kind of occult they could be, there were a few that I stumbled upon and was like, I'm not too sure. Belle was definitely one of them. So I was like, Mom, do you know if Belle was a creature of the night or a monster, what would she be? And my mum went, okay, right. Belle is beautiful, right? Isn't she? Right. So what is the opposite to beauty? Troll. I was like, okay, sure, why not? I don't have anything else in mind. Troll it is. So I was like, okay. So Belle is a troll. What I know about trolls is that they live under bridges, because when I was growing up, when I was little, me and my sister, my family used to go to a park, and in this park was this little stream. And to get over the stream, you would go over this tiny little bridge. And my parents would go to say to my sister and I, hey, hang on, before you go over the bridge, you need to ask the troll's permission first. And so me and my sister would go, Mr. Troll, can we go over your bridge, please? And then my dad, from memory, he would do a troll voice and go, yes, you can go over the troll bridge. Something like that, a bit more trolly-like. And so I was like, okay, so Belle is going to be a troll. How do I build a house? Because all I was thinking of was that I size up a bridge, I make a massive dent in the terrain, and the house will go underneath it. I was like, I can't do that. That'll look stupid. And so I even looked up clips from the Troll movie. I think it's a Pixar movie. And I watched about an hour to an hour and a half of clips from YouTube, and it was so dull and boring. The songs were annoying, and it's definitely not a film for kids and adults to enjoy. You might probably think, well, duh, it's a kids film, but yeah, but some kids films adults can enjoy as well. Toy Story is a great example of that. And so I was like, okay, after an hour and a half, I can't see if they live in any sort of homes. So I was like, okay, let's just give up on that because I can't take it anymore. And so I was like, okay, let's just double check that trolls actually live under bridges, okay? If they don't live under bridges, my entire childhood has been a lie. But let's go and check out what Google says. So I basically said, where do trolls live? And they said they live in mountains. I'm like, what? Hang on, I thought they lived under bridges. And so it was like, perhaps there's like different type of trolls. They live in different places. There are trolls that live under bridges, and then there are trolls that live in the mountains. So I was like, okay, right, so with that information, what can I do? So I just thought to myself, okay, let's just keep it simple. Let's just incorporate a bridge into my design and have a mountain terrain. It will be slightly boggy and swampy, so I want water to be involved. And for house-wise, I will just create the cottage that Belle lived in with her father. So that's going to be the first level. Then on top, I added elements of the Beast Castle. Now the reason why I didn't want to just build the Beast Castle is because I have already built it once before, way before I started YouTube, and when I uploaded it to the gallery, it did so well. On the gallery, it got like 259 views or downloads, and I was like, oh, do you think people would want to perhaps watch me, you know, perhaps watch how I made it? And so that kick-started of like the thinking and the idea perhaps I could create a YouTube channel, and then here I am. So I don't really particularly want to make the Beast Castle because I've already done it once before. So I thought combining Belle's cottage and the Beast Castle would be a good idea and would relate to Belle quite a bit. And for me, when I was making this was the very first time for me, with all my laptop problems, using the pond tool. And I don't know why I had problems using it. As I was using it, I was like, I have a really funny feeling the pond tool is a really easy tool to use. But for some reason, I can't get it. Every time I got some water, I was like, okay, let's do whatever I just did this then. And so I go about and like put some more water in, and then the water disappears. And like, where did it go? And it took a long time just to get one pond filled up. I had 3 to fill up because I really wanted this cascading waterfall happening. I think it looked really nice. And it took a long time to doodles. I got there eventually. But as I was like doing the other terrain bits around the pond, basically if the pond started to recede a little bit, like the water started to recede a little bit, it's like, okay, let's not do that then. Let's do something else where the water doesn't recede away and disappear, because that took way too long to redo again. So despite that problem of like the ponds and water receding, I actually got it to look how I wanted to look, how I pictured and imagined the exterior water features to look, and it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. And with the rocks, at the moment I put down the rocks from Outdoor Tree because I am building in Outdoor Tree, so it would make sense. But when I went to South Wales, I went to Henwood Falls, and it's a really pretty waterfall. It really needs a handrail on the way down to the waterfall, because the way down to the waterfall is very steep. Kind of feels like you're gonna topple over and go down the hill in a ball. So yeah, it really needs a handrail. But the rocks surrounding it were black. They're more of a darker black colour than they were the lighter grey colour, so I swapped them out for the Island Living rocks because they had a darker, blacker looking colour to them, and I think it suits the waterfall a lot more better, and also just makes it feel more grimy and dirty and just evil, and I'm really much happier with the way it looks. I also put lots of like vines on the rocks just to make it look more like slimy and overgrown and more natural and more like the waterfall that I saw in South Wales. I'll put a picture of what I took, so you can see what the inspiration for the waterfall here. So, like I said, I incorporated Belle's cottage as well as the Beast's castle, and combined them both to create Belle's troll house. But there was an element of Belle's cottage that I didn't have. But we do have in a recent pack that has been released, and that was a little water wheel. So we have a water wheel in the Country Living pack. Now unfortunately I don't own that pack. I really want to own that pack. I have been looking at it. It's about like £36. And at the moment, it's like, oh, I really want it, but £36? I'm used to buying my packs on sale. I don't know how long I have to wait until the Country Living pack goes on sale, but it seems like it's a type of pack that's right up my alley, because when I was little, I really wanted, when I grew up, to live in the countryside. Now I am grown up and older, I'm like, I don't particularly have that desire anymore. I'm quite happy living in the suburban area. If anything, I would probably go for a holiday home in the countryside. I go for that, but I can't go full on, full time living in the countryside. But going back to this build, Belle's cottage in the animated movie has a water wheel, and like I said, I don't own that pack, and so I couldn't really have that water wheel. But as I was doing the exterior and finishing off the exterior and putting more plants down, and making it more boggy and soggy and more swampy like, I found a water wheel that someone has made from the gallery. They made it using the tool mod, and I just downloaded it into my game, and I had to use a tool mod just to push it up against the wall a little bit, and it looks great. I'm so happy and thankful for that person making that wooden water wheel, because it makes it more look like the first level, look like Belle's cottage. I can kind of see elements, like I said, I used elements of the Beast castle in this, and I can see those elements quite clearly. I'm not too sure if it's because I am, making myself see them, but part of me can see them. And that opening scene in Beauty and the Beast, the animated version, we go through a forest and it goes closer up to the Beast Castle. I try to kind of imitate that along with the music that you hear in the animated film, and I try to imitate that in the beginning of this video, so just to help you see parts of the Beast Castle merging with Belle's cottage. So I'm actually really happy with that. It took me a long time, the music wise, took me a long time to merge bits of different music together. It's something I haven't really done before. I don't have like a musical ear, as it were, but I thought it'd be like a really cool and fun idea to incorporate that, because this is Belle's home. I know it's not just a troll home, it is Belle's home, and so I wanted to really emphasize that. So for the exterior, with some of the wallpapers that do change a little bit, I think the side bit that does change, sort of like the side octagon, that does change. So I do put some bricks around the octagon, and then the roofing itself is glass, because I think that is what it looks like from the Beast Castle. But we are inside, so I had 2 questions to ask myself. So I was like, okay, for the interior, do I go with really thick, chunky furniture that would probably support a troll if it sat on it? Or do I go for the more dainty furniture that was more suiting to the period and style in which Beauty and the Beast was set in? I decided to go for the more daintier furniture, because at the end of the day, I'm not just making a troll house. I'm making a troll house for Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And so I needed to make the interior, not just the exterior, but the interior as well, identifiable that this may have connections to Belle. So that's why I went for more daintier furniture. At the beginning, when I was decorating this, I really went for the blue and the white colour scheme that we see Belle in when she's living at home with our father in the village. But as I was, just finishing bits and pieces here and there, just making sure I had all the characters from the film, making sure I had all the Lumieres and Chips and Mrs. Potts and Cogsworth. I was going through some of the furniture and realising some of the furniture that I put down had the other Belle colours that we see when she is in the castle with the Beast, which are the golden yellow from her dress and the red from the red rose. So as I was, just trying to make sure everything was great, everything was more Belle-like, I did change some of the colours here and there. So at the moment I do stick to a very blue colour scheme, but I do go through and change bits and pieces here and there. And so I do put down lots of, like I said, lots of Lumieres, lots of Cogsworth. I do put down Mrs. Potts. The teapots that we had in the game are more metal, more like steampunk-esque. We don't really have, well, with the packs that I own, I don't really have a more ceramic looking Mrs. Potts, so I have to go for the base game ones, which is a shame, is a bit annoying, but it will do, dolls, it will do. So another thing that I changed with this build, so the window that you saw just by the staircase and the window that you see at the end of the dining room, I changed them to some stained glass windows, because in the very beginning of the opening scene of the animated movie, you do see lots of stained glass being showed to tell you a brief about the Beast and why he's so angry and mean, and why he's so selfish and bratty. So I do incorporate a little bit more stained glass to, again, emphasise, this is a place for Belle. So that footstool, it is yellow to incorporate the golden yellow, but it is to also represent the footstool in the game, and when it grows up to be normal, like human, it grows up to be a dog, which is why I have a pet Belle down there. The glass cabinet or plate cabinet that you see in the dining room there, that is to represent the cabinet in which Chip lives in with his other brother and sisters, because I believe when Chip is with Mrs. Potts, staying up late trying to watch Belle and the Beast dance together, Mrs. Potts sends Chip off to bed, and he goes to the glass cabinet or plate cabinet with his brother and sister to go to bed. So that is what it's trying to represent. That coat rack is another character in the film, so I'd put him down somewhere. I put him in the hallway. This house unfortunately doesn't have a set room for a library. For some reason, despite knowing that Belle is all about the books and all about the learning and the education, for some reason that really did not click with me. But despite that, in saying that, I do put down a smattering of books all over the place on the first floor where the dining, kitchen and stuff are. I also put down a little decorative reading or writing area just behind the sofa, because she would probably be a person that would write a lot of letters. So I do put a decorative writing station just behind the sofa there. I use like a side table to create the writing station, which is why it's not an actual writing station, because I think all the desks would have been a bit too chunky to actually fit past and actually get to the kitchen. So for this area here, I decided to put down a piano, because I can't remember if the piano appeared in the animated version, but I think it appeared in the live action remake, which is I don't like it. I just don't like it. But I think I remember someone being hit in the face several times by some piano keys, so I put that down as well, or being squashed by a piano. Someone got hit with a piano. So I put that down there as well. So at the moment, I think the piano is like a blue colour. I do change that to a red, along with the rug with like a yellow, I think I put it down as. You do see me do it. Like I said, I changed some of the colours towards the end. It's like, oh yeah, we do have golden, yellow and red to fit in here. Why am I going so blue? So we are now in Belle's bedroom. So for Belle's bedroom, I don't really know what to do. So I looked up Belle's bedroom from the animated movie, and we can see that Belle's bedroom in the castle is pink. Now I don't know if it's because it has a pink hue or it just has pink wallpaper. So I just basically copied that. I have to have the wardrobe that helps Belle when she's a little sad about missing her dad and now living with the Beast. So I had to put the wardrobe down. The 4-poster bed in the animated film, it has like a pinky purpley curtains to it. Now the four-poster bed that I chose this bed because it has the stained glass roof to it. Again, that says Beauty and the Beast to me quite a lot, and it has roses on it. But it doesn't have the correct curtain colour, so I had to place some pinky purpley curtains using the tool mod just to so it's fitting against the four-poster bed, and like as well as changing some of the colours of the furniture, I do go back and make this room a little bit bigger because I just felt like it was a little bit tight and small in there. Bear in mind, this is a house not just for Belle but also Troll Belle, and I thought it'd be a little bit tight for a troll to get around, so I made it a little bit bigger. Here in the bathroom, I did extend it a little bit because I realised that on the Beast Castle he has 2 turrets at the front, so I was like, okay, I need to add another turret. So that meant the bathroom got extended a little bit, so the bath is now in the second turret, and it looks great. It looks like a really nice place to go and bathe yourself, and has like a nice relaxing comfortness to clean your troll self down. And it looks really nice. I also put down lots of roses because that kind of kicked off the entire story with the Beast, because that was the gift that the enchantress, or the old lady, gave to the Beast, and then the old lady turned into enchantress. There we go. I watched the opening scene a lot because like what was I was trying to get the music as close as I possibly can, trying to see where they go with the camera as it pans around the forest, because I was trying to get it as close as possibly can. I think I did a really good job. I'm actually really happy with it. So here I'm just making things bigger, changing some of the colours in the study and in the piano room. I did play test this. It was a pain in the butt to play test. It's like, do you really need to walk up and go over the bridge and into the house? You can just teleport them in there, because I was having so many problems. Like, I don't understand. Why can't you get inside? It took me so long to figure out why she couldn't get inside, because for the longest time she would not tell me. My played tester, so she would not tell me. She just kept showing the footsteps and the little dotted lines. It's like, okay, that's not helpful. You need to actually tell me. You need a little picture in your thought bubble to tell me what's going on. And it was the waterfalls. And it took me so long to, recognise you was actually saying waterfalls, because the waterfall little picture in the debug menu, you can hardly see it. And that's the same when it pops up in their thought bubble. You can't really see it. It kind of looks like nothing. And so, yeah, it was the waterfall, because the waterfalls have a very big green square or area around it. And I just needed to make that smaller, because you can make this the waterfalls smaller without the item shrinking. You can just, make the area around it smaller, which is brilliant, because, like, I can't get rid of the waterfall. The whole point of this place is to have a waterfall. It looks great with waterfalls. I love the cascading waterfalls. The ponds are a pain in the arse to do, but they look great. I can't delete them. But yeah, I managed to do it. It would take me so long to do. I managed to build an entire build between, me trying to play test this and see what was wrong. I built an entire house between me trying to figure it out and do a voiceover. I did an entire video trying to figure out what the problem was. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys here. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you next time, which will probably be the 1950s house of my other series of houses through the ages. So thank you and goodbye.